13. Flashback. Hours later. Mine Museum. Outside. The fence is low. Fagioli climbs over it without hesitation. He slips through a small side entrance, already broken into before by vandals. He walks among the shadows of display mannequins, his eyes fixed on the case holding the hoe. He grabs a stone, breaks the glass, takes the hoe, lifts it high as if he just saved a sacred relic. Just outside, he falls to his knees in the damp earth, hoe in hand. Fagioli whispering between sobs and fanaticism. I did it, Father. I did it. He stands up, disappears into the night, with the old hoe, Igor, voiceover. Fagioli had stolen a century-old hoe because the ghost of his great-grandfather ordered him to. And the best part? It was only Wednesday. SavedBlog.com. Part 14. Flashback interior classroom afternoon. The classmates are scattered at their desks. Some chat, others throw paper balls. Fagioli, sitting straight and stiff in his seat, watches silently. His gaze is fixed on Luca, sitting 2 rows ahead. Backpack open, books scattered, crumpled papers, even a half-eaten sandwich stuffed among the notebooks. Luca's hands are sticky from snacks, and he wipes them on his pants without thinking. Fagioli grips his pen so hard it nearly breaks. The ringing in his ears, his jaw clenched. Fagioli, internal thought sharp. Disorder, chaos, incompetence. This is human degeneration. The sound of Luca's silly laughter makes him snap. Fagioli slowly stands up with stiff steps. He heads toward the bathroom without saying a word. Igor, voiceover. When a sandwich between notebooks can make you snap, it's time to worry. Unless your name is Fagioli. In that case, there's nothing left to do. SavedBlog.com. Part 15. Flashback. Interior, school bathroom. Minutes later. Fagioli looks at himself in the mirror. He wets his face, takes a deep breath. But when he raises his eyes again, the reflection in the mirror stays still for a second longer than his movements. Then he sees it. The image of his father, Alfonso. Broad shoulders, stern gaze, appearing like a ghost behind his own face. Father, calm and authoritative. Look carefully, son. In front of you, there's an example of moral decay. Disorder, filth, inability to govern oneself. You see it, you feel it. Yet you just stand there watching, like a passive observer. Fagioli lowers his gaze, fists clenched. Father, with a sharper and harder tone. It is your duty to intervene, to correct, to educate, and if needed, to punish. Fagioli, with a broken voice through gritted teeth. Yes, sir. Pause. Fagioli dries his face, adjusts his shirt collar. Looks in the mirror one last time. The reflection is now normal again, but his eyes are colder than before. With a determined step, he leaves the bathroom. Igor, voiceover. When the reflection in the mirror scolds you, it means you've taken a step longer than the hoe. SavedBlog.com. Part 16. Flashback interior school cafeteria. Noon. The noise of cutlery, chatter, chair scraping. The vague smell of soup and burnt sauce. Fagioli, sitting at his table, watches with his usual unsettling stillness. His gaze is fixed on Luca, sitting 3 tables away. Luca is choosing what to eat. He carefully rejects every dish that contains even traces of nuts. Checks the labels, asks the cook, even avoids desserts that might contain them. As he keeps staring at him, he overhears a conversation at the table behind him. Classmate 1, whispering, remember when Luca ate that walnut cake? He ended up in the hospital, swole like a balloon, looked like a cartoon. Classmate 2, chuckling quietly. Yeah, his mom made a huge fuss. Ever since he's been paranoid about everything. Fagioli pulls out a notebook and takes notes. Fagioli, nut allergy. Interesting. He lowers his gaze to his tray. But an almost imperceptible smile forms at the corners of his mouth. His mind is already working, Igor. What was Fagioli thinking at that moment? Here's what the user said. At Sergeant_snack. Nuts. Lined up in threes, look like shaved heads ready to march. At Dentist in the run. A nut a day keeps the dentist away, or sends them on early vacation. At General_almond. If nuts had an army, it would be commanded by an almond tree. At one-hand command. It's scientifically proven that whoever cracks a nut with one hand can command a platoon. At mind control. Nuts look like miniature brains, so they probably contain unauthorized thoughts. savicblog.com.
Waiting room. Igor, wait, I heard something. Ravioli. What? Igor, it sounds like he's talking to himself, changing his voice. Papaya. Ah, he did that to me the whole time. Apparently he does it to imitate his father. Banani. That guy is completely crazy. I think we should leave immediately. Igor. Clever, Banani, huh? You've already had your session anyway. Papaya. Be quiet for a moment. Paco was telling us about butterflies. Paco, don't worry. Fagioli will be out soon. He's just reporting to his father. Ravioli. And you know him? Paco, who doesn't know him in Building B? Papaya. Come on, keep going about the butterflies. Paco, yes, I was saying. Monarchs, Danaus plexipus, for which flight is essential both for migration and daily life. Shiver to raise their body temperature to the level needed to fly. And ravioli. Ah, perfect. I thought that only happened to me when I have to get out of bed. Igor. No, ravioli. That's the vibrations from the tow truck you need to get up. Paco, good one. The painted lady butterflies, Vanessa Cardui, also show this trembling behavior, although how they use it varies greatly from individual to individual. Ravioli. You're gonna pay for that, Igor. Paco. It's known that some butterfly species, like the famous monarch butterfly, are unpalatable to predators because, as caterpillars, they feed on bitter-tasting plants. Other butterflies take advantage of this by mimicking toxic butterflies. Papaya. Even with a little brain, they seem smart. Igor. Yeah, just like you three. SavedBlog.com. Thanks for watching.